Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Disco Elysium with me, Bring It On. Let's see about getting our gun back. Of which I think I have 2 bullets for, if I'm not mistaken. I do, I've got 2 bullets. So if I don't miss when it matters.
Put your hands where I can see them.
The animation for that is just ridiculous. The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you, reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
She screams in the megaphone.
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Yeah, Kim's not messing around.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
Easy, ma'am. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
I'm gonna assume that the gun isn't loaded. I'm probably wrong.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down. We just want to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
How does she get around if she's like dressed like this and making all this sound? I feel like more people would have been able to identify her.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect alert! Get on the ground!
Her eyes dart between you and Kim.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
The lieutenant is trying to maintain eye contact. Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Her head snaps at you.
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's a goddamn police shitbag! Hug the pavement! You're under arrest!
She yells into the megaphone.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband! Restricted access! 2 kilos missing! Eyewitness report compromised!
The megaphone makes her voice almost painfully metallic.
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
Lieutenant whispers. You're not the police. We are the police.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
She lowers the megaphone halfway, immediately raises it again, and screams. Lieutenant W. Frater Harry Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kitsuragi from the 57th.
No! Oh no. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth! Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
Alright, we almost got through to her. The crazed woman mumbles, shaking her head. Suddenly she raises the megaphone and screams.
What's the situation, officer?
Lieutenant hesitates, addressing the woman.
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
She screams in the megaphone. Red and blue lights illuminate the spit flying everywhere. We really are cops. Look, my badge. Take out your badge and show it to her.
License and registration! License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector! Sector! Azimuth!
She repeatedly bashes the megaphone against her head, then screams in the bloody mouthpiece.
She's losing it. One twitch and there would be blood.
We only have one chance at this. I'm not going to risk me or Kim getting shot here. So I'm going to be extremely generous with my skill points. I don't like this. That's 72% chance. I don't want to put more points into it, but I might have to. Screw it. Time to get my gun.
Alright, here's the plan. You hurl the ledger in her face, already darting right, and immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. Fingers locked behind her head, knee to the face, knee to the face. Crush the ribcage, sidestep and drop her with a hammer kick. No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all 3 barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded.
And where were you at a minute ago before I spent all the skill points visual calculus? They're not even in like the same... Okay. Whisper. Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun.
Huh? My god, I think you're right.
Lieutenant studies the swaying firearm. Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets.
What?
The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait,
This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this?
I would have felt so bad if she killed herself right there. Jeez. A click. Nothing happens. She looks at the useless weapon.
Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
The gun lands on the wooden planks, and tears run down her scratched cheeks.
She looks devastated. Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
Yeah, pick up your gun.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth slowly.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Lieutenant holsters his pistol.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
The old woman mumbles, staring blank at the boardwalk. Yeah, what do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
Lieutenant replies, inspecting the catatonic woman standing in the dark. But why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness.
He lowers his voice. Nod. Neurodegenerative disease.
Could be. Her hands were trembling and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we gonna do with her?
Agrees the lieutenant. I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you. Gently touch her shoulder.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
As you turn to leave, the faintest of voices comes from the woman. She mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do.
Shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
Pick up the RCM cap.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
Maybe. Probably. You know me.
It's your hat.
Lieutenant nods. Confiscate the narcotics. I don't want to wink, but I don't think she needs them either.
You take the vial of Porolidon and the bottle of speed as evidence, obviously. She didn't consume them. She didn't look high. She confiscated them. A little like you are doing now.
You're taking those, are you?
Lieutenant coughs.
Listen to him, for once.
Fine. You take them then.
Thank you. I'm doing this to help you. We need to focus on the case.
I have done 0 drugs this entire playthrough. I wish this dialogue reflected that. He pockets the drugs.
He's grateful you did this.
Alright, leave her be. Alright, well, let's look at our gun. So, Villiers 9mm pepper box pistol. Equip this when times are most dire. A 3-shot revolver barrel Villiers LaSalle pepper box, typically assigned to officers of the RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant. The butt of the gun is worn, and the engraving on the side reads Sunrise Parabellum. This is your gun, no doubt about it. Then RCM Lieutenant's cap, +1 to authority, member of an organization. The cap is sturdy and comfortable. It seems to retain its form very well. It fits you perfectly. The inside of it smells, like cheap tobacco and typewriter ink. It feels familiar somehow. Perhaps it too is yours, though how the pigs got it is a mystery. Let's see if we get any thoughts from equipping it. Better yet, let's equip all of our police gear. In fact, was that it? I know we have this, but we can't wear both jackets at the same time. And we don't have pants. So we started off with these. Yeah, it doesn't look right. Let's get back to this. And this. This get up looks a little better, though the pants don't really match. I mean, neither do those, but they give me better stats, so we'll rock those for right now. Let's go see if Titus is still at the whirling. It is late. I doubt he's there. I think they leave at 9. Actually, let's fast travel. Because traveling doesn't take up any time. Only talking. Talking, reading, stuff like that. I could probably do Kuno's quest now that I have the gun, but I'm also interested in doing the church. Oh, he's there. Perfect.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
He smirks. There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
The big man laughs, nearly spitting out his beer.
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Lieutenant looks Titus in the eye.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Curon or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
He pushes up his cap.
Hey, wasn't Everott's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Eugene interjects.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig?
Titus gives him a beer salute and turns to you. Nope. She didn't have anything of mine.
No? Well, whatever then, copper.
Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth.
No. They totally said what it was. What was it? Anyone remember?
He's still thinking it over in the corner.
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
The tattooed man scratches his head with his knuckles.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
The big man says, turning to you. And what's her name? Her real name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
He takes off his cap and scratches his head.
Marianne, amigo.
He says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne LaPlante.
Be anything else you wanted to know?
The big guy nods, drinking his toast. Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
He swirls his beer.
The children kept her together.
How did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
He furrows his brow in thought.
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
The tattooed man shouts. Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that?
No, I didn't. Because I'm not fucking stupid, Polizonte.
He blinks.
Yeah, cop. That's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. But whatever gets you through the day.
The big man shrugs. Where'd she get all her cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Titus says, shrugging.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Oh, thanks for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Eugene raises his glass in toast. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm not going to ask more about the case because I don't think we have anything new to talk about. Well, we might. Let's check.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want?
Yeah, I want to go over a few things regarding Ruby's disappearance again.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing there. I figured. Alright, let's go deal with Kuno's dad. I think that'll take less time than the church. And then we can do the church and then pursue Ruby. Let me check. Does Kuno's dad have anything to do with, We could try radioing in, but it's late, so I doubt anyone's going to pick up. Yeah, no time's associated with that. Well, let's check the radio real fast while we're here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Yeah, I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment.
You can hear her shuffling through some papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No. Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
She repeats.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Magine.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library.
I'm afraid they're closed.
Yeah.
It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective?
That's it.
57?
In the cabin.
Oh, good. Took care of a little bit of that. Now let's go to the apartment buildings and deal with Kuno's father. So I don't want to equip the gun if I don't have to. But the my inner dialogue did say a gun would be a good idea. So we'll see. No, I want this instead of that. There we go.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. The gun, your gun, can be an item of destruction, but also creation. The Villiers-LaSalle art project. Time to shoot some beauty through the heart of Martinez.
Yeah, I'm hoping I don't have to use it against Kuno's father, but we'll see. I'm sure there's some other check I can pass. There usually is. So number 12. No, this is the bathroom. Wait, hold on. Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles. Actual moss. What we have here some morale and alcohol. Commodore Red.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Looks like we found where Kuno's dad lives. Point to the bill on the door.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Knock lightly.
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1 shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip right through the metal.
Alright, let's do that.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita.
Use the cutters and the chain.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Lieutenant looks worried. Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
Yeah, I'm just browsing.
Yes, that's what it is. A quick peek here. A short glance there. It's all quite delectable.
Alright, Jamrock Shuffle. So I was going to get rid of this one. I don't know. -1 to all physique passives. I don't know. Well, it's just the passives, right? Not the actives. Yes, that's not as good as I thought. Alright, so Jamrock Shuffle. So -1 to Esprit de Corps, confusing behavior. By now it's clear to you like... By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. There we go. Like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets. Maybe more juicy containers. Let's be honest. You like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippian kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day. Wait, is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter and the Orbe de Montaigne? Well, I hope so. Maybe not in this apartment, but somewhere. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. Are we sleeping?
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Lieutenant, I've located psychoactive substances on this table.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
Take the speed from the table.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
I should probably read about these. So, Commodore Red, a large crimson bottle of cheap, sugary wine, made of poverty, sugar, artificial taste enhancers, and a vague memory of grapes, guaranteed to color your lips. Then speed, +1 motorics, -1 to morale. How convenient. Someone has equipped this tiny bottle of amphetamines with a straw. It's a Lorryman's speed on the go. Don't know if I want to be in here yet. The air stinks with something sour. Regular black jeans. +1 to composure. So +1 to composure, a normal day for a normal guy. Thank God for black jeans. Everyone looks good in black jeans. Combine it with your favorite book t-shirt and yellow plastic bag to channel that laid-back trash bin raccoon meets a cool professor vibe. Or do whatever you want. It's just a pair of black jeans after all. Oh, they make me think anything? No. Should we interact with him? I don't think we have to. Are we done with the quest? Do I need to take down Kuno's dad? I've got the drugs. I don't think that I have to, do I? Should I? Nah, let's see.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at that pile of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant's covered his nose. Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
Keep extending your hand toward the pile.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Pull the blanket off.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Kim, is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. Limb seems to be twitching from time to time.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
It doesn't look like he's gonna mess anyone up anytime soon.
No, it really doesn't. This looks very hard to recover from.
Lieutenant tilts his head.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
Lieutenant thinks to himself.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake. His half-open eyes give him the look of a dead man, but he is in there and not enjoying himself.
Hold on. What happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
This is serious damage. I'm not sure he's not dead. Suddenly the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
You figure out what he's trying to say.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs.
What did he just say?
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Maybe we should help him somehow.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Nod.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The arms house would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Lieutenant stops, listening to him.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
I'm not going to taunt him. Alright, let's leave. Alright, we don't need the gun. Let's unequip that. Slap that back in our hand, and our handy-dandy yellow bag. And let's get out of here. Alright, so we will report to Kuno in the next episode. So let's go stand beside him for now. I don't plan on giving him the drugs back. We're going to dispose of them appropriately. Well, we'll see. We'll see where it takes us, but I doubt I'm going to give him the drugs back. Unless I don't have a choice. Alright, but for now I'm going to call it here, and in the next one we'll speak to Kuno, and then we'll head to the... Alright, stop doing that, Kim. And then we'll head to the church, and then we'll pursue Ruby. Got a few more things to do before we call it a night. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one.